Kylie Jenner might be dating her best friend Stassie. After that, we're gonna be talking about the Mojo Doja Casa house. After that, we're gonna discuss why everybody seems to be hating on Simu Liu. Stick around and let us know what you think about today's stories in the comments below. To jump right in, fans have been speculating as to whether or not Kylie Jenner and her bestie Anastasia, Stassie, the influencer and model, are dating. After sharing a photo of them kissing back in February that did nothing but fuel the romance rumors, Jenner's come out and admitted that they are in fact not dating, but do partake in a bit of a makeout session from time to time, especially when there's alcohol involved. Kylie's followers have been accusing her of queerbaiting and analyzing this phenomenon of heterosexual women who decide to kiss other women when drunk, and others say that this is actually a case of overanalyzing a situation that really holds no weight, as a lot of women kiss their friends with no intention other than to show platonic admiration. During the Kardashians season 3 finale, which dropped on Hulu on Thursday, July 27th, Kylie spoke to her sister Kendall Jenner and Scott Disick about her long-time relationship with Stassie. She said, quote, "The whole internet thinks Stas and I are dating now. I always make out with Stas and I don't know why this is a new thing." Kendall and Scott offer Kylie some reassurance, with Kendall parroting my previous thoughts, saying, quote, "A lot of best girlfriends do that." Later on in the Kardashians finale, Kylie and Stassie discussed the dating rumors, mentioning the aforementioned alcohol when Kylie asked her bestie, "Isn't it so funny that everybody thinks we're dating these days? When we get a little alcohol in our system, we just like to kiss each other and stuff." Stassie agreed, saying, "Why do people think that? That's so weird. We're just obsessed with each other." Kylie continued the conversation by stating, "All my comments are, we know you guys are hooking up, and we're not." Kylie added that she wished they were. It would have just been easier if she was attracted to her. The internet in which Kylie is referring to is the comment section under a TikTok video she posted in December of 2022 that depicted her and Stassie getting cozy at a holiday party. The footage showed them dancing around and seemingly coming close to kissing. The video was complete with the viral romantic song Here With Me by D4DV playing over the video, which is really the final nail in the coffin. In the comments, fans insisted the two were either already dating or needed to start dating immediately. One user writing, "OMG, I thought they were gonna kiss," which is a strange observation considering it wouldn't be abnormal for the ladies to do so, and another user saying, "They're so in love for real," while another one added, "Everybody knows." During the Kardashians finale, Kylie opened up about her relationship with Stassie further in a confessional, saying, "Anastasia and I have been friends since we were probably 12 or 13. She's definitely my oldest friend. We grew up together, we've been through so much together, and she's like a sister." Stassie explained her side of the friendship in a 2021 interview, sharing the story of how she met Kylie when they first crossed paths at a Barnes & Noble, later reconnecting at another friend's sleepover in middle school. She says that they haven't left each other's side since, adding, quote, "We know too much about each other. We're stuck with each other forever." She later joked, "Literally, we're going to move to a farm together and get married." Kylie and Stassie's relationship is a volatile creature in the media, always having the extreme be speculated about the two, with hookup rumors spreading if they're ever seen together, and when they take time apart, fans immediately wonder if there's been a falling out. The 2021 interview ended with Stassie offering a blanket statement shutting down any rumors of her friendship ending with Kylie, saying, quote, "It's nuts because I've known this girl since I was literally 13. If you think just because we don't post a photo together for a month we're not friends, you're insane." The speculation of a friendship breakup only got worse when Kylie and Stassie's former bestie Jordan Woods became entangled in the infamous cheating scandal with Khloe Kardashian's on-again off-again ex, Tristan Thompson, in 2019, with Stassie confirming in 2022 that she no longer spoke to Jordan, although Kylie recently reunited with the model. All in all, I personally don't think Kylie and Stassie are dating, but instead just super close friends who like to be physically affectionate. Good for them. What we should really be talking about are the Kylie and Timothée Chalamet dating rumors, but I'll let you ruminate about that on your own.
And now it looks like Kylie Jenner has finally forgiven Jordan Woods. The two of them were spotted out to dinner with friends in an LA sushi restaurant over the weekend. It marked the first time in more than 4 years that Kylie was seen in public with her former best friend, since Jordan was effectively banished from the Kardashian family after everything that went down with Tristan Thompson. Photos of Kylie and Jordan on their dinner outing were posted online, and a few hours earlier, Jordan posted a mirror selfie on Instagram wearing the exact same outfit that she wore while she was out with Kylie, so a red, orange, and purple dress from her own clothing line along with a gold choker. The reason this is such a big deal is because their friendship was torn apart by one of the biggest scandals to rock the Kardashian family. In February of 2019, it was reported that Tristan Thompson had cheated on Khloe with Jordan at a house party. Khloe then broke up with him when the allegations came out, which he heavily denied was the truth. The following March, Jordan told her side of the story on Jada Pinkett Smith's talk show Red Table Talk. She said that she didn't sleep with Tristan, but admitted that he did kiss her on the lips. She said that she was drunk the entire time and later apologized to Khloe about the encounter, but she also didn't take any responsibility for their breakup. Jordan said, "I know I'm not the reason that Tristan and Khloe are not together. Now this situation may have made it harder for her to want to be with him, and I understand that, but I know I'm not the reason." In response, Khloe then took to Twitter to express her outrage at the interview. She tagged Jordan and wrote, "Why are you lying? If you're going to try and save yourself by going public, instead of calling me privately to apologize first, at least be honest about your story." By the way, you are the reason my family broke up. So you can pretty much imagine how that tweet escalated the already existing drama. For months on end, people were picking sides between the two women. Some accused Jordan of being a homewrecker and said that she was clearly in the wrong, especially because she had been such a close friend of the family for all these years. On the other hand, Khloe was getting a fair amount of backlash too, considering that when she started dating Tristan, he had already gotten his ex-girlfriend pregnant, and that was a whole situation that made Khloe look like the other woman. Later in 2019, Kylie unfollowed Jordan on Instagram, and the cheating scandal was depicted on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. On the show, Khloe opened up about his cheating tendencies and said, "Tristan, we've all known what he's capable of. Look what he did when I was 9 months pregnant, but I knew who he was. I never in a million years thought that's who she was." Kylie said on the show that when she called Jordan to ask about the incident, her friend didn't really say anything. She was just crying the whole time. In response, Kylie said, "You could do whatever, but when it affects my family, me, then that's when it's a problem." Fast forward to June of 2021 when Khloe spoke to Andy Cohen about the whole situation. She insisted that she doesn't have any grudges against Jordan and that people make mistakes, basically forgiving her for what happened. Around the same time Khloe and Tristan got back together, they hired a surrogate to carry and give birth to their son. There was a few months of peace until December when his ex Marley Nichols filed a paternity suit against him, which revealed that he had cheated on Khloe with her earlier that year. That month she gave birth to their son Theo. Weeks later, after a DNA test confirmed that he is the child's father, Tristan apologized to Khloe on Instagram. He issued a lengthy public statement saying, "Khloe, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve the heartache and humiliation I have caused you. You don't deserve the way I have treated you over the years. I'm so incredibly sorry." This surrogate gave birth to a baby boy on August the 5th, and an insider told Hollywood Live that she would have full custody over their son. Quote, "Khloe and Tristan have agreed that Khloe will have sole legal and physical custody of their baby full time, and for the first time ever she opened up about all the trauma that she's gone through as a result of Tristan's infidelity and deceit. She said, "I was definitely very angry and I think I was feeling bamboozled. All I know is I was being encouraged to implant the embryo by a certain date. In hindsight, he always knew when the other baby was being born." Sources close to the star insisted that there is no place in her mind that wants to take Tristan back, and she is really done with him romantically. Which makes perfect sense. Khloe is clearly opting to focus on her young family instead of worrying about what her ex is up to. Number 10. Using a wheelchair as a prop. In 2016, Kylie's December-January cover of Interview magazine came with a lot of controversy. The cover and inside photos featured the reality star posing in a golden wheelchair in a way that made her look like a doll. The then 18-year-old Kylie was dressed in a skin-tight black bodysuit and posed as though she were a mannequin staring off into space. But it's not the lack of clothing or the bondage theme that had people offended. It's the fact that she was posing in a wheelchair. Many found the shoot to be demeaning to those with disabilities. In response, several users took to Twitter to explain why it was wrong. A wheelchair user by the name of Nylan Morton tweeted, "I will never forgive Kylie Jenner for doing that photo shoot in a wheelchair. That was ableist AF because it shows that society would rather support an able-bodied person acting disabled than actually support a disabled person talent. We deserve to be given opportunities and chances." Amidst a growing backlash, Interview magazine released a statement defending the photos. They said, "The Kylie Jenner cover by Stephen Klein is a part of this tradition, placing Kylie in a variety of positions of power and control, and exploring her image as an object of vast media scrutiny." Number 9. Terrible tipping. Being a waitress at a fancy restaurant will sometimes give you the chance to meet celebrities when you're working. TikTok user Julia Carolan was working at a fancy restaurant in Manhattan, and she documented her bad experience meeting several stars, one of them being Kylie Jenner, who she exposed big time for allegedly being a horrible tipper. Speaking about the experience, Julia said, "She was fine, but she tipped $20 on a $500 dinner bill. Do with that information what you will." She gave Kylie a 2 out of 10 rating, which was one of the lowest out of all the other celebrities. The video received millions of likes and thousands of comments from people who were as equally disappointed in Kylie's tip as Julia. Someone commented, "Kylie tipped $20 and she's the youngest billionaire, and I really feel like Kylie thinks $20 means 20%. These days there are more and more conversations surrounding tipping culture, and most people can agree that it's a pretty messed up system, and restaurants should just pay their waitstaff a living wage. But we can all agree that a so-called billionaire can afford to leave more than a $20 tip. It's not just stingy, it's incredibly disrespectful." Number 8. Kylie Cosmetics. The reality star's makeup company has faced intense backlash over the years. In February of 2017, at least 15 customers filed complaints with the Better Business Bureau that they smelled chemicals and glue when they opened her Royal Peach eyeshadow palette. The customers compared the smell to paint thinner and complained that they started experiencing horrible headaches soon after opening the palettes. That's September, another customer reported that she found a swarm of ants in a box of makeup products. To prove her case, she posted an Instagram video of her opening her Kylie Cosmetics package to show dozens of live ants scurrying around on her makeup products. The customer claimed that she reached out to Kylie Cosmetics 3 times before posting on Instagram. She said that the company claimed they were going to send her another package, which never arrived. Then in May of 2019, when Kylie released a walnut face scrub, which she claimed could be used every day, she said, "It's gentle enough to use every day. I recommend 2 or 3 times a week. That's how much I use it." But her claims have since been refuted by dermatologists, who found that the fine walnut powder in the scrub is too abrasive to be used on delicate face skin, and it can actually cause micro-trauma to the skin if used every day. Number 7. Lying about being a billionaire. Kris and Kylie Jenner allegedly faked taxes to make Kylie appear to be a billionaire. In March of 2019, Forbes referred to Kylie Jenner as a billionaire and referred to the then 21-year-old as the youngest self-made billionaire ever. It was a huge achievement for the family, until it wasn't. Another article by Forbes, this one published in May of 2020, claimed that Kylie was never a billionaire at all, and that she and Kris have been inflating her business earnings for years. Quote, "More likely, the business was never that big to begin with, and the Jenners have lied about it every year since 2016, including having their tax accountant draft tax returns with false numbers to help juice Forbes' estimates of Kylie's earnings and net worth." The staff at Forbes said, "While we can't prove that those documents were fake, it's clear that Kylie's camp has been lying." Not only that, but the Jenners initially declined to answer their questions about the issue, before Kylie went on to deny the whole thing in a series of tweets slamming the outlet. Number 6. Vintage t-shirt designs. In June of 2017, Kendall and Kylie Jenner became the center of controversy when they launched a new line of rap vs. rock fashion t-shirts as a part of their Kendall and Kylie collection. The shirts use images of their favorite musicians like Metallica, Led Zeppelin, and Pink Floyd, with their own faces superimposed over them. 2 of the more talked about t-shirts feature the faces of the late Tupac and Notorious Big. It was so bad that even Biggie's mom got involved and called the concept disgusting and disrespectful, along with sending a cease and desist letter that came from his estate. The sisters were immediately reprimanded online for lack of sensitivity and tact. They later posted an apology saying, "These designs were not well thought out, and we deeply apologize to anyone that has been upset and or offended, especially to the families of the artists." They went on to say, "We are huge fans of their music, and it was not our intention to disrespect these cultural icons in any way. The t-shirts have been pulled from retail and all images have been removed. We will use this as an opportunity to learn from these mistakes, and again, we are very sorry." Number 5. Denying lip fillers. Kylie came under fire as a teenager for getting lip injections to enhance her pout. For years, she denied this fact and simply said that she was overlining her lips with makeup to achieve this same effect. She eventually capitalized on the speculation and released a product called the Kylie Lip Kit, where she assured fans they could get similar results. But that didn't stop fans from noticing the drastic changes to her appearance in the more than 10 years since the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired in 2007. But after years of denying she's had lip filler, the star eventually came clean. During a 2015 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kylie admits, quote, "I have temporary lip fillers. It's just an insecurity of mine and it's what I wanted to do." But it's a little sad when you look at why she got it done. She said, "I was 15 and I was insecure about my lips. I have really small lips. And it was like one of my first kisses and a guy was like, I didn't think you would be a good kisser because you have such small lips." She also admitted that she definitely made her lips a little too big at one point before her sisters pointed it out and said, "Kylie, you need to chill." They were definitely right to let her know when it was becoming a bit too much. Number 4. The offensive Halloween costume. When it comes to celebrities dressing up, not every idea is a winner, and some outfits result in major backlash from fans. Once Scott Disick got the ball rolling with his controversial costume, more Kardashians followed suit. In 2015, Kylie Jenner made headlines for all the wrong reasons when she was accused of wearing a sexy Halloween costume that seemed to be of an Alaskan native. Kylie posted a video donning blonde hair and a fuzzy white hood with matching boots. She also used the word to describe the outfit that has since been considered a slur. If you are unaware, it's the one that starts with the E. Unfortunately, Kylie made that the caption of her photo and later switched the caption to Snow Princess after she faced backlash. Although the then teenager was slammed for her costume, she did have one supporter, the Alaskan reality star Bristol Palin, who penned a letter to Kylie saying that she is part of the group that is indigenous to Alaska and said that she was not offended. But 2 years later, it was her sister Kim's turn to make headlines, this time for dressing up as a deceased R&B icon. Number 3. Lying on Instagram. In September of 2018, Kylie tweeted, "Last night I had cereal with milk for the first time. Life-changing." The post is still up to this day and has reached 179,000 likes. At first, no no one was sure whether or not she was being serious, given that most people would have tried cereal with milk together or not had it at all. Seth Rogen seemed to think this and responded to her tweet saying, "Wait till you try peanut butter and jam." Other users followed suit, with someone writing, "Wait till you try coffee with hot water," or "Wait till you try butter on toast." But fans were quick to call Kylie out, and one Twitter user by the name of Joseph Shepard even came through with evidence that proved she was lying. Apparently, Kylie had posted a photo of a bowl of cereal on Instagram in 2013. And yes, the bowl of cereal had milk and fruit in it, so obviously the internet remembers everything. In 2020, the reality star also got called out for posting Photoshop pictures on Instagram. She put up a series of pics in a bikini by the pool, but she left in some very obvious evidence of editing. In one photo, the edge of the pool she's standing by is completely warped, which is probably the result of her toning her leg. Kylie quickly deleted the photos, only to share them again, this time with the warped pool edge cropped out of the image. But of course, fans noticed the blunder and took screenshots. Number 2. Cultural appropriation. In January of 2020, there was yet another Kylie Jenner scandal making the rounds on the internet. This time, Twitter users were accusing her of cultural appropriation after she debuted a controversial hairstyle on social media. Kylie shared a picture of herself from an old photo shoot wearing her platinum blonde hair in twists, which is known to be a protective style in the African American community that women can get legally fired for wearing. So that's when the backlash began to roll in. Kylie quickly deleted the post from her Instagram stories, but the photographer who was responsible for the photo shoot, as well as her makeup artist Ariel Tejada, kept the photo on their pages, and they claimed that Gwen Stefani was the inspiration behind the look. This isn't the first time the Kardashian and Jenner sisters have been slammed for appropriating black culture with their beauty choices. Apart from that incident, Kylie has also faced heavy criticism for wearing cornrows and trying to rebrand the look as boxer braids. In response, actress Amanda Stenberg posted a statement underneath one of her Instagram photos. She said, "When you appropriate black features and culture, but fail to use your position of power to help black Americans by directing attention towards your wigs instead of police brutality or racism." And coming in at number 1, the lion's head. Kylie once again caught a lot of heat when she arrived at Paris Fashion Week wearing a lifelike lion's head on her shoulder. The thing was so real it looked like a genuine piece of taxidermy, which obviously disturbed a lot of animal activists. Her Schiaparelli dress was made of foam, wool, and silk fake fur, and hand painted to look as lifelike as possible. In fact, it looked so realistic that the brand had to release a statement about it on social media, in all caps, which read, "No animals were harmed in making this look." But of course, Kylie's look still received a large amount of backlash. One user tweeted, "We have to stop showing animals as luxury products. They may be made from fern, but these are endangered species that have historically been killed for their pelts to be turned into garments." World Animal News retweeted a video of the reality star in the gown and wrote, "A disturbing video of Kylie Jenner wearing a lion head at the Schiaparelli fashion show. Although they stated that it was fake, how could they possibly think this is fashion? This sends the wrong message and fuels not only the exotic fur trade, but trophy hunting."
In at number 10, avoiding bad reviews. Kylie is a businesswoman at heart, and she is constantly launching new business ventures that usually strike gold. However, this has not been the case for Kylie Swim, and the bad reviews for that venture have been flooding in. And it seems that instead of addressing the negativity with Kylie Swim, Kylie is shifting focus to her baby line that has been getting rave reviews. Kylie posted a carousel image to her Instagram the other day, showing off all the positive Kylie baby reviews. But customers aren't happy with Kylie's silence on the swim line, and the comments are flooded with people asking Kylie to address the bad reviews for her other venture, Kylie Swim. And at number 9, serial fib. The Kardashians are so rich and famous, it's crazy to think that they still have normal human experiences like the rest of us. In 2018, Kylie simply tweeted out, quote, "Last night I ate cereal with milk for the first time. Life-changing." Even though that's the most Kardashian thing ever, it was pretty much no biggie until her fans started to expose her. One fan replied, quote, "Girl, you're lying. You had cereal with milk on April 25th of 2013 and posted it to Instagram." The fan even included a picture of the post, which meant there was no way around the lie. It's a very strange thing to lie about, but I honestly think she just forgot she had tried it before. I don't know, let me know your thoughts below. And at number 8, pressure to tag designer. The story with this one started when Kylie posted some pictures of her vacation in Utah. In the photo, she was wearing a statement orange and leopard dress that immediately got the attention of fans. Kylie doesn't generally tag the things that she wears, so immediately comments started flooding in that she was refusing to tag the designer, even though it was a black-owned indie brand. One tweet wrote, quote, "Kylie Jenner is refusing to tag the designer of the dress she just posted, which is a black-owned brand, and is now limiting her comments." But Kylie herself decided to clap back, writing quote, "Okay, this is just a reach. Why would I ever refuse to tag a brand and block comments? This is completely false. I think this brand is amazing and I wanted to show support and will continue to do so. Everyone go check out Loud Brand Studios." She then uploaded a snap of her in the dress to her Instagram story, tagging the brand there as well. So it's clear here that she gave into the pressure. And at number 7, posted fake birthday photos. The internet was set ablaze with pregnancy rumors after Kylie posted these photos of herself supposedly at her 24th birthday party. At first, fans didn't think much of it until photos of the birthday party were released and it showed an incredibly low-key party. Kim also exposed Kylie by sharing an Instagram story of Kylie's nails, which were not the same color as the nails that Kylie had in the green dress photo, proving that the green dress photos and the birthday party photos were taken on different days. Rumors then started swirling that Kylie was once again pregnant and using recycled photos of her Instagram to not raise suspicion. The sneaky photo swap did not work, and the rumors gained so much traction that Kylie decided to announce her second pregnancy shortly after. And at number 6, Instagram versus reality. I think we all know that Kylie edits her photos, as she's been exposed on countless occasions. One side-by-side shows Kylie shooting for her Grinch Christmas collection compared to the final Instagram photos, and there seems to be a pretty big difference. Of course, lighting and angles play a huge factor, but it's safe to say that these photos were edited. Another set of photos that were highly scrutinized were photos Kylie posted with her BFF Stassie, where it looked like they both touched up their bodies. Halfway number 5, lying about lips. Kylie has made $1 billion fortune off of her unforgettable pout, but it hasn't always been that way, and originally Kylie had very small lips. After the big transformation, it was speculated that Kylie must have gotten lip filler, but she completely denied getting anything for months, even though it was obvious. In 2015, she told Grazia magazine, quote, "I'm like, stop talking about my lips. I haven't had plastic surgery, I've never been under the knife. People flash back to pictures of me when I was 12 and say Kylie looks so different, but how can I look the same from 12 to 18? But eventually she couldn't deny it anymore. She confessed that she did get lip filler because she was insecure that she wasn't a good kisser. And at number 4, controversial caption. Usually Kylie is called out for photoshopping herself to make her appear more perfect, but this time she was actually caught up in a Photoshop scandal because an Instagram account changed the caption of one of her photos to make it look like she said something controversial. The photo in question is a typical photo of Kylie looking snatched, but the caption on the photo at one point said, quote, "brown-skinned girl," which had tons of people outraged because Kylie is constantly accused of blackfishing. This caused quite a stir and Kylie ended up changing the caption to say brown-eyed girl. However, it was revealed much later that Kylie never had the controversial caption on the photo in the first place, and the caption the entire time was brown-eyed girl. Kylie even posted a side-by-side on her Instagram story to prove she was not lying. And at number 3, fake face wash. While Kylie was promoting Kylie's skin, she got a ton of heat for a super cringy video of her washing her face. Firstly, she used a filter while washing, which doesn't let us see how the product actually works. Then she only used the face wash for like 5 seconds max before scrubbing off her makeup with a towel. Worst of all, we get a quick glimpse of the towel after, and it's covered in foundation, so clearly it didn't work to take the makeup off. One comment on the post read, quote, "She washed her face for literally seconds and her foundation was all over the towel. If I did that, my acne would be poppin'." And at number 2, fake Kylie skin reviews. Following the release of Kylie Skin, Kylie posted a slew of good reviews to her Instagram to boast about her products. In the caption, Kylie wrote, quote, "You don't even understand how good it makes me feel to know so many of you are falling in love just like I did. Thank you for the support and trust, I promise I got you." Most of the comments on the post were positive and supportive of Kylie, but one commenter accused her of posting fake reviews to boost sales. Usually Kylie doesn't feed into the hate, but she clapped back in a comment of her own, writing that the commenter was a hater and all of her reviews are from real people. And since the reviews for Kylie Skin were mostly positive, I would assume the reviews were all real. And finally at number 1, shady caption. In the midst of Khloe's photo scandal, where she was trying to get a certain photo of herself removed from the internet, Kylie decided to post her own photo with a pretty shady caption. The photos were of Kylie before heading out, captioned, quote, "in real life," which some thought could be a dig at Khloe, who was accused of being fake. But that's not all. A few days before, Kylie also bragged about not using filters on her social media in a snap of herself in a black bra. The video said, quote, "no filter life." Not only were these captions pretty shady, many also thought they were just blatantly not true because all the times Kylie's been caught editing her photos. And at number 10, blackface. Accusations of cultural appropriation of the black community has surrounded the Kardashian family for years, and Kylie was at the center of that debate when she posted a photo in April 2015 where people think she was blackfishing. which is when a white person changes their race to appear black or mixed race. The photo is heavily edited, but in it her skin is incredibly dark. Tons of comments called Kylie out for the photo, claiming this was a form of blackface. Kylie posted a follow-up photo addressing the controversy, saying the photo looked darker because of the lighting, not because of dark makeup. She wrote, quote, "This is a black light and neon lights. People, let's all calm down." In at number 9, the hashtag Kylie Jenner challenge. Back in 2015, after Kylie got her lip filler, Kylie Jenner challenge was going viral online. Since fans wanted to get bigger lips like Kylie, they started sucking on shot glasses and other small objects to inflame their lips and make them look huge like Kylie's. Thankfully, I never actually did this one. I'm surprised I didn't try it, but I don't think I ever actually did it. The challenge caused some hilarious results, but also some serious injuries. Many people were bruised for days following the challenge, but others had more severe problems like popping blood vessels in their lips that required hospitalization. Kylie condemned the challenge, tweeting, quote, "I'm not here to try and encourage people/young girls to look like me or think this is the way they should look. I want to encourage people and young girls like me to be yourself and not be afraid to experiment with your look." But people still faulted Kylie for the injuries. In at number 8, cornrows. It seems that Kylie didn't learn her lesson with the blackfishing scandal, and the backlash against her got much worse in July of 2015 when she posted a photo wearing cornrows on Instagram. Many fans in the comments called her out for wearing the style. Hunger Games actress Amanda Stenberg shared her disappointment in the comments. Quote, "When you appropriate black features and culture but fail to use your position of power to help black Americans by directing attention towards your wigs instead of police brutality or racism." Kylie responded, writing, quote, "Mad if I don't, mad if I do. Go hang with Jaden or something." Justin Bieber actually came to Kylie's defense here, but it created a huge scandal that got Kylie and the family a lot of heat. Detractors accused Kylie of appropriating black features and not recognizing the history associated with the hairstyle. In at number 7, vintage t-shirts. This scandal happened in 2017 when Kendall and Kylie launched a line of rap versus rock fashion tees as part of their Kendall and Kylie collection. The distressed faded shirts featured superimposed images of the sisters' faces over famous musicians like Tupac, The Doors, Biggie Smalls, and Ozzy Osbourne. Fans immediately called the shirts disrespectful, especially since the sisters were using images of deceased artists. Two of the more talked about t-shirts featured the faces of Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. Even Biggie's mom got involved, calling the concept, quote, "disgusting" and disrespectful. His estate also sent a cease and desist letter. Photographer Michael Miller, who took the image of Tupac that appeared on one of the shirts, later sued Kendall and Kylie, accusing them of using the image without his permission. The sisters removed the shirts days after the release and apologized for offending fans of the artists. And at number 6, plastic surgery denial. At this point, it's pretty obvious that Kylie has changed her looks through cosmetic enhancements, but she won't own up to anything other than her incredibly obvious lip filler. In 2015, after a shocking change in her appearance, it was speculated that she received lip fillers. But for months after, she denied the rumors and said that her full lips were a result of a lip liner. But after she could no longer deny it, she fessed up to the fillers in an interview. She told ABC News, quote, "It's just an insecurity of mine and that's what I wanted to do." She admitted the insecurity stemmed from a boy telling her lips were too small to kiss. Chloe said in an episode of the show about Kylie's lips, quote, "Kylie decided to plump her lips and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think if you've done something though, it's right to cop up to it." It's been speculated that Kylie's had a number of other procedures done, but she hasn't admitted to anything else. Halfway number 5 lied about being a billionaire. Kylie Jenner became a household name after she was labeled the world's youngest self-made billionaire in 2019, beating up Mark Zuckerberg. This label was given by Forbes, who had looked over her finances and determined she was a billionaire. But less than a year after the company gave her the insane title, they actually walked it back and claimed the Kardashians duped Forbes into giving her the label when she wasn't actually a billionaire at the time. Forbes said Kylie had been, quote, "inflating the size and success of her business for years." Apparently it was exposed when Cody bought a portion of Kylie's company, and all the business documents were made public, and the official one showed a lower net worth for the brand. In reality, it said that Jenner's net worth at the time was likely, quote, "just under $900 million, but it has since fallen to around $700 million. And at number 4, fake face wash. While Kylie was first promoting Kylie's Skin, she got a ton of heat for a super cringy video of her washing her face. Firstly, she used a filter while washing, which doesn't let us see how the product actually works. Then she only used the face wash for about 5 seconds maximum before scrubbing off her makeup with a towel. Worst of all, we get a quick glimpse of the towel after, and it's covered in foundation. So clearly it didn't even work to take the makeup off. One comment on the post read, quote, "She washed her face for literally seconds and her foundation was all over the towel. If I did that, my acne would be poppin'." And at number 3, Kylie Minogue. Before Kylie Jenner, Kylie Minogue was the most famous Kylie. The Australian pop star shaded Kylie Jenner when Kylie tried to trademark their first name. According to the US Patent and Trademark Office, in 2015 Jenner tried to register Kylie in the US for advertising services and endorsement services, but Kylie Minogue's team filed their own charges to ensure the trademark did not go through. Minogue claimed it would damage her own reputation. In the legal documents, Minogue's team classified Jenner as a quote, secondary reality television personality, known for her quote, photographic exhibitionism and controversial posts on social media. Then Kylie Minogue tweeted quote, hello, my name is Kylie, hashtag light years, insinuating she was here way before Jenner. And at number 2, betrayed Kanye. When Kanye was first launching his Yeezy brand with Adidas, he used Kylie in his fashion show to promote the shoes, along with the rest of the Kardashian clan. But then Puma snagged Kylie for their new shoe line, which was a conflict of interest because Puma is a rival to Adidas. In an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim said, quote, Kanye had Kylie walk in his first 2 Adidas shows. He really believed in her as part of his brand. I feel like this was a conflict of interest. Kylie ended up going forward with the Puma deal and apparently made a cool 7 figures, but she lost the trust and respect of Kanye. Before Kylie officially signed the deal, Kanye made a fool of himself on Twitter, saying that there was no way that Kylie would take the deal and betray his family. Sure, he regretted that after. And finally, number 1, Lourdes Leon. Lourdes Leon, daughter of Madonna, dissed Kylie after Lourdes was invited to a party that she was throwing. Apparently, Lourdes shaded Kylie over her social media activity and selfie taking. After Lourdes received the invite, the source revealed, quote, she couldn't believe Kylie thought that she'd be receptive to a party invite and has completely ignored her. As far as Lourdes is concerned, she's not going to lower herself to even responding, adding that Lourdes is very picky about who she spends time with and Kylie doesn't make the cut. The source added that her friends are quote, much more interested in changing the world than in taking selfies. This was a few years ago, so I wonder if her opinions have changed, but it's very embarrassing to say the least. And at number 10, Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith and Kylie Jenner dated at one point in time. The pair had grown up together and their friendship blossomed into a romantic relationship. But of course, the teenage relationship did not last long, and Kylie and Jaden broke up in 2014. Apparently, Kylie is the one that cut the cord, and since the split, Jaden has not been able to get over her. Kylie and her ex-BFF Jordyn Woods apparently met because of Jaden, and after meeting, Kylie and Jordyn were inseparable. So the fight between Kylie and Jordyn that ended their friendship also put a strain on Kylie and Jaden. And it's clear the Smith family took Jordyn's side in the fight, considering Jordyn went on the Red Table Talk to speak about the scandal right after. And at number 9, Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez was never really friends with the Kardashians, but her on and off again boyfriend Justin Bieber was. And I'm sure you know where this is going. During the time that Selena and Justin were a thing, Selena felt that Kylie was making the moves on Justin. Selena and Kylie apparently got into a confrontation in 2014 at Justin's house. According to sources, Kylie sent sexy images of herself to Justin, and that's what started the fight. Selena saw the pictures on Justin's phone and she freaked out and left immediately. It seemed after this debacle, Selena realized her and the Kardashians would never be real friends with her, and it was all for show, to enhance their brands. Other sources also claim that Selena stopped being friends with the Jenners because of their use of substances like drinking and partying, but the Jenners denied those claims. And at number 8, Blac Chyna. There's absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind that Blac Chyna hates Kylie Jenner. I think pretty much anyone would hate the woman that your boyfriend left you for. Back in 2014, Blac Chyna was in a long-term relationship with Tyga. The pair even had a son together. But that all changed when Kylie came into the picture, and Tyga left Chyna for a 16-year-old Kylie. After they started dating, it was clear that a lot of the world had a problem with it, but none more than Blac Chyna, who was left to take care of their son alone. At this time, tons of Chyna's friends and family were shading Kylie for breaking up a family, including Amber Rose. Apparently, Kim was even friends with Chyna while she was with Tyga, and Kim said that Chyna was devastated when she found out Tyga was leaving her and their 3-year-old son King Cairo for Kylie. Years later, Chyna would get in a long-term relationship with Rob Kardashian, Kylie's half-brother, and have a child with him. Some even speculate Blac Chyna got with Rob purely out of spite, so she could make Kylie's life hell. So I guess here, Chyna got the last laugh. And at number 7, Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer does not keep her opinions to herself, so when she was asked to comment on the Kar Jenners, she savagely came after the family, specifically Kylie. A lot of people don't like the family for silly reasons, but Keke is concerned about Kylie's impact. Kylie has revealed that she's gotten plastic surgery to fix a lot of the things she was insecure about as a kid, but Keke does not approve. She believes that Kylie went about dealing with her insecurities in the wrong way, and hates the fact fact that she's praised for this paid glow-up. In an interview about the Kardashians, Kiki said, quote, "In the sense of the Kardashians, it's like, I'm going to show you so much perfect and be everything a woman should be or everything a man would like to love." She then went on to speak about Kylie and how everyone labeled Kylie the ugly duckling of the family when she was younger. Quote, "Then she went and did apparently everything the world deems as beautiful. The even crazier part is that everybody loves her for it." And at number 6, Kylie Minogue. Before there was Kylie Jenner, Kylie Minogue was the most famous Kylie, but tensions started between the ladies when they got in a trademark feud over their shared name. It started when Jenner tried to trademark the name Kylie in 2015. According to the US Patent and Trademark Office, in 2015 Jenner tried to register Kylie in the US for quote advertising services and endorsement services, but Kylie Minogue's team filed her own charges to ensure the trademark did not go through. Minogue claimed it would be quote damage to her own reputation. In the legal document, Minogue's team classified Jenner as a quote secondary reality television personality known for her photographic exhibitionism and controversial posts on social media. Pretty savage. And then Minogue tweeted quote, "Hello, my name is Kylie, #lightyears," insinuating she was here way before Kylie Jenner. And after all that shade, the two clearly do not like each other. Halfway to number 5, Madison Beer. Madison Beer and Kylie Jenner run in similar social circles, so you'd assume that they have a lot in common and maybe they could even turn into friends. But that's not the case, because Madison called out Kylie for allegedly stealing. Madison Beer accused Kylie of stealing her purple palette idea back in 2017. In October, Kylie released her purple palette from her Kylie Cosmetics brand, and soon after the collection was made public, Madison shaded Kylie on Instagram, alleging that Kylie betrayed her. At that time, Madison posted, quote, "When people fully steal your idea and what they come out with was supposed to be a collab. Whack." So clearly Madison and Kylie were supposed to collab on the palette, but Kylie then released it without Madison and didn't tell her. The collab was never confirmed, but apparently Madison teased it to the paparazzi months before. A follower then called out Madison for quote, thinking she invented purple eyeshadow, and Madison clapped back savagely, calling the user very unintelligent. So clearly that whole thing hit quite a nerve. And at number 4, Lourdes Leon. Lourdes Leon, daughter of Madonna, dissed Kylie after Lourdes was invited to Kylie's birthday party in 2015. Apparently she finds the Kardashian family vile and was horrified about the invite. A source revealed that Lourdes shaded Kylie over her social media activity and selfie taking. After she received the invite, the source exposed, quote, "She couldn't believe Kylie thought she'd be receptive to a party invite and has completely ignored her. As far as she's concerned, she's not going to lower herself to even responding," adding that Lourdes is very picky about who she spends her time with and Kylie does not make the cut. The source added that Lourdes' friends are, quote, "much more interested in changing the world than in taking selfies." And at number 3, Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star and the Kardashians have a love-hate relationship, but usually it's hate. Jeffree specifically went after Kylie following the release of Kylie Cosmetics, because at that time, Kylie was his main competitor in the online market. Their feud is pretty much one-sided, but I'm sure Kylie has seen all the shade that Jeffree's dished out. Back when Jeffree was famous for his makeup reviews, he reviewed Kylie Cosmetics on multiple occasions, and more often than not, he trashed her products. When reviewing her over $300 brush set, he called it cheap dollar store product. Jeffree and Shane Dawson also reviewed Kylie Cosmetics, and again did not keep their negative opinions to themselves. Jeffree even shaded Kylie's Billionaire Forbes cover, saying, quote, "I declined the feature, so they had to pick someone." And at number 2, Amanda Stenberg. The Kardashians are constantly getting into scandals, usually having to do with cultural appropriation or blackfishing. Actress Amanda Stenberg had enough and needed to slam Kylie's problematic behavior. Kylie got tons of heat after she decided to style her hair in cornrows. Then Amanda shared her thoughts on Twitter, writing, quote, "When you appropriate black features and culture but fail to use your position of power to help black Americans by directing attention towards your wigs instead of police brutality or racism." Amanda decided to explain herself in a video she posted after called "Don't Cash Crop on My Cornrow," where she explained that there's a thin line between cultural appropriation and appreciation. But in this case, it's clear that Kylie has taken something racially charged and made it high fashion, which is disrespectful. And finally, at number 1, Paris Jackson. Kylie has undertaken plenty of business ventures in her day, but one venture was so out of touch that it got the attention of Paris Jackson. Kendall and Kylie got tons of backlash when they released a series of vintage tees for their clothing line, showcasing photos of legends like the Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur, The Doors, and Ozzy Osbourne, beside their own faces on the t-shirts. Tons of celebrities called out the sisters for their tone-deaf decision, including Paris Jackson, the daughter of the late Michael Jackson. Paris took to Twitter and wrote, quote, "As a huge fan of Zeppelin, The Doors, Floyd, I mean these bands literally helped shape who I am today. I can't condone this fashion. Legends like these who completely changed our world today, not just the music world, should be respected and honored, not turned into this. Pink Floyd is not Chanel, Led Zeppelin is not Michael Kors, Metallica is not Givenchy. Don't get it twisted. Along with getting tons of heat, the sisters were also slapped with multiple lawsuits from the estates of these late artists. So of course, they stopped selling the shirts pretty quickly.
Coming in number 10, swimwear scam. Kylie Jenner's new swimwear line received a ton of backlash from her own fans, with many taking to TikTok to complain about getting scammed. The 24-year-old billionaire business mogul released her new line of swimwear and was quick to promote it on her social media, resulting in many styles selling out fast. Unfortunately, a lot of buyers started to have buyer's remorse after receiving their orders. TikTok specifically was flooded with videos of people giving Kylie's swimwear a bad review. Many were upset over the poor quality of the pieces and even described them as being so thin that you could practically see through it. One reviewer said that they shelled out $250 on 2 sarongs, a pink 2-piece, and a yellow cutout monokini, but then said, "I would show you these, but I literally can't because they are just not it." The sizing, she explained, was perfect, but despite being fully aware there was no padding, the material was so flimsy it just shows everything. Not a good look. Coming in number 9, the stripper pole. According to Kylie Jenner herself, one of her most embarrassing moments in her career as a celebrity really happened during the filming of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In all fairness though, she was 10 years old when the show premiered, so a lot of her behavior could be attributed to just immaturity. In one of the earlier episodes, Kylie caused a major controversy when she was filmed spinning around on a stripper pole in Kris Jenner's bedroom. Reflecting on that episode to E! News, she said, "The stripper pole was so embarrassing, I wish it never happened. However, the reason she found this to be so embarrassing was due to how the world at large reacted to it." Coming number 8, bad tipper. Not only was Kylie Jenner accused of scamming her own fans, but she has also come under fire for being a terrible tipper as well. There have been 2 angry waitstaff members that exposed Kylie for leaving bad tips. One was a claim from a server in New York City who said, "She was fine, but she tipped $20 on a $500 bill. Do with that information what you will." With another claiming that they received a $2 tip from Jenner after delivering a $250 order to her home. I genuinely think that most celebrities just do not understand how the tipping process works. Although, to be fair, most people that have never worked in the restaurant industry understand how much they should be tipping. I think in North America, at least, the rule is 18% of whatever your final bill is. A lot of servers have to, pay out a certain percentage from their tips that goes to the hostess and sometimes to the line cooks as well. So if you don't tip on your bill, that money is pretty much coming out of the server's pocket. So on that $500 bill, she really should have been tipping about $90, not a $20 bill. Coming number 7, the wheelchair. The golden wheelchair photo shoot from 2015 is perhaps one of the most bizarre choices that Kylie has made. Once those images hit social media, there were thousands of intense reactions from people who reported being discriminated against because of their disability. One of the ones that went viral was from 17-year-old Ophelia Brown, who shared a photo of herself next to Kylie Jenner and said, "Kylie Jenner, wow, being in a wheelchair is so fun and fashionable. Ableism is the ultimate fashion statement." And when speaking to the press about how this Kylie photo shoot made her feel, Ophelia went on to say, "When I first saw the picture, my response was that I didn't think she fully understand what a wheelchair was. A wheelchair is a big part of my life, and she seemed to be sitting on it for fun or to look more edgy and cool. I felt overwhelmed with annoyance and jealousy that she could just get in and out of a wheelchair." In at number 6, fake activism. I don't know if she just didn't think this one through all the way or what, but man does it look bad. Kylie took to her Instagram stories about the devastating wildfires in Australia that completely wrecked their country and their wildlife and said, "Over 500 million animals have been killed in Australia. This breaks my heart." However, later on, she posted this other Instagram story of her wearing mink slippers, and which then, of course, led to people calling her out for completely contradicting her earlier statement. Although I don't think they realize that Kylie Jenner probably doesn't care. She posted about the Australia wildfires because every other celebrity was also doing that. Regardless, one user writes, "She's out of touch with reality. Where does she think mink comes from?" In at number 5, disturbing photos. While promoting her Nightmare on Elm Street collection that features Freddy Krueger-inspired makeup, Jenner shocked and angered a lot of her fans. Kylie is expecting her second child with Travis Scott, and because she is expecting another child, this enraged people on the internet even more. She began promoting this Halloween line with various posts that all carried a heavy red theme. It started with a promo video that shows fake blood washing over Kylie's body while 1-2 Freddy's Coming For You plays in the background. The conspiratorial comments started really flowing on that video and just carried over to her next promotional post. For example, the comments that said, "This is sick and that's not a compliment," with another adding, "Adrenochrome?" Other than these types of comments that think every celebrity is the Illuminati, the rest of her comments seem to be split on the matter. I saw many supportive comments on Jenner's collaboration, but there were an equal amount of people that really did not care for it. Some called it disturbing, while others said that it was so horrifying that she needed to repent. A lot of people thought it was just distasteful because she was pregnant, which did become another focus of backlash. One person wrote about how if someone was recovering from a miscarriage, they would find this to be very daunting to look at, with another adding that on Mental Health Awareness Day, this was the last thing that they expected to see in their feeds. In at number 4, Kylie Cosmetics sweatshop. Back in April of 2016, around the time of the Kylie Cosmetics launch, many workers in her factories took to social media to expose the awful working conditions. The employees based out of a lab in Oxnard, California, described working as if it were sweatshop conditions, meaning long hours, early days, an unclean work environment, and too many people all working in the same area. One former employee even alleged that she fell ill after accidentally inhaling the makeup products. The production worker went on to claim, long hours, no home life, was only provided with a lab coat, hairnet, and safety glasses, no benefits. While the workers said they loved to see how makeup was made from start to finish, they claimed the makeup particles made me cough and sick. Coming in at number 3, blackfishing. After posting a video to her Instagram stories of her listening to music in her car, many people took notice of Kylie's skin color looking a little darker than normal. The term blackfishing is used to describe people who attempt to masquerade as black or even mixed race, and in some cases uses to increase profits from the adopted masquerade while being white the whole time. One user was so shocked by it, they said that it looked like she was wearing the Fenty makeup foundation shade 420. Another user decided to come at the entire Kardashian Jenner clan and tweeted, "How many times we gotta reiterate that the Jenner daughters are just white, male white, not a bit of ethnic white. Kris and Caitlyn are straight up great. Kylie's blackfishing is even more egregious because she is as white can be," adding, "At least the other 3 have an Armenian dad as leverage. Kylie has no ground to stand on, and I'm tired of them telling us her lips don't have permanent fillers and that she just overdraws them." Coming number 2, the heel incident. After Kendall, Kylie, and Kris Jenner's boyfriend Corey Gamble ended up in the same car after being out on the town for a night of partying with the whole family, things began to escalate. Kylie refused to have the driver drop Kendall off at her house, which according to Kylie was out of the way. Kendall, who claimed she was sober at the time, said that Kylie smacked her, but not hard, and in return, Kendall flailed back, striking Kylie in the face. From there, the situation got really ugly. Kylie seemed to have been getting more and more intoxicated since the dinner started, and by the night's end, the lights were on, but no one was home. Kendall said that after she hit Kylie, her sister then took the heel of her shoe and pressed it into Kendall's neck. From there, the two apparently just began kicking each other repeatedly in the car, and as the fight continued to escalate, Mr. Gamble did his best to try to calm them down. Unfortunately, though, to no avail. Kendall would actually end up later accusing him of cursing at her during the fight. According to Chloe, there was already tension when the night started because Kendall didn't come to the drag show. Chloe said that it felt like the tension between Kylie and Kendall had been building and building, so it just happened to boil over when they got into that car together. In at our number 1 spot, filming Astroworld tragedy. Kylie Jenner being in attendance at the Astroworld Festival during all of the mayhem was one thing. However, the single moment that ruined her career, in our opinion, was when she uploaded a video of an ambulance trying to make its way through the crowd. That video was deleted soon after she realized the severity of the situation, but at that point it was pretty much the beginning of the end. Now she can't even really post anymore on her Instagram without getting some sort of extreme backlash in the comments for being insensitive. Kylie Jenner is back in the news, and it's because her fans are furious over how fast she has moved on from what happened at Astroworld. Kylie has yet to make an actual Instagram post, but her stories have been quite active as of late. Travis Scott, if you recall, was spotted near Kris Jenner's home playing golf with Mark Wahlberg, Michael Jordan, and Kris Jenner's boyfriend Corey Gamble. Although amid the massive lawsuits he's facing, he did not look very present. At least that's what we gathered from looking at the photos that were posted. I mean, currently he has been hit with over 300 lawsuits, so yeah, that might distract anyone from having a good time. These lawsuits also include the ones that are seeking $750 million in damages, as well as the one that's for $2 billion. However, included in a lot of those are also Drake, Live Nation, and Apple. What is angering Kylie Jenner fans, though, is that she recently posted a short Instagram video showing off her new Christmas tree. And reportedly, the tree is decked out with decorations worth over $1,000. The issue people are having is that the father of her children could be on the hook to pay billions of dollars in damages to the victims of his Astroworld Festival. festival. In the short video, Kylie also featured a 3-tier electronic wood Christmas story pyramid that was handcrafted by a family-run company called Muller. This wooden Christmas pyramid also has roots in German folklore. Just a fun little side fact for you. But Travis apparently flew to Southern California to spend the Thanksgiving holiday with his family, including Kylie Jenner. But since he was not spotted in this Instagram story, many are wondering if he left right after Thanksgiving to perhaps go back to Houston and deal with the many lawsuits ahead. Shortly after the incident, Travis Scott and Kylie released statements, but instead of them being viewed as apologizing for their actions, their statements were interpreted as being just insensitive. Scott tried to make amends with his angered fans and the city of Houston, really, by saying that he would cover the funeral expenses, but everyone in Travis Scott's inner circle right now is definitely feeling the heat. Before this Christmas tree Instagram story, Kylie previously posted to her stories to wish Hailey Bieber a happy birthday. That IG story was her first real moment of breaking her silence after the statement that she released that I mentioned earlier. A source also went on to tell The Sun that after the catastrophe in Houston on November 5th, Kylie decided to delay the launch of her holiday makeup line, a launch that has been dropped on November 19th for the last 4 years. Travis Scott's attorney, Edwin F. McPherson, also has been going to bat for Travis and said that there has been way too much finger pointing when it comes to this lawsuit. McPherson even took a shot at the Houston police chief for contradicting what he said. Scott's attorney tells the press, "There's been multiple finger pointing, much of which has been by city officials who have sent inconsistent messages and have backtracked from original statements. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner was quoted in the New York Times as saying, 'You cannot just close when you got 50,000 and over 50,000 individuals. We have to worry about riots when you have a group that's that young.' Yet just a short time later, Chief Finner states the responsibility to stop the show falls on Travis." Despite what Travis Scott's attorney said earlier, though, as with many lawsuits, these put the blame on Travis and the festival organizers, especially for failing to take even the most basic of safety precautions. In one lawsuit it says, "Defendants egregiously failed in their duty to protect the health, safety, and lives of those in attendance at the concert, including but not limited to the failure to provide adequate security personnel to implement crowd control measures, proper barricades, and the failure to provide a sufficient amount of emergency medical support." So far, there has also been no post made to the Instagram pages of Kylie's various companies, and following the tragedy, her only statement was an Instagram post where she said, "Travis and I are broken and devastated. My thoughts and prayers are with all who lost their lives, were injured, or affected in any way by yesterday's events, and also for Travis, who I know cares deeply for his fans and the Houston community. I want to make it clear we weren't aware of any fatalities until the news came out after the show, and in no world would have continued filming or performing. I am sending my deepest condolences to all the families during this difficult time, and will be praying for the healing of everyone who has been impacted." Khloe Kardashian is defending Kylie Jenner and her relationship with Travis Scott after a whirlwind of rumors were put out. A TikTok user recently posted some leaked images of that recent magazine cover shoot that we told you about previously that had been canceled due to the Astroworld Festival tragedy. Before we get into Khloe's response though, let's take a look at what this magazine had written about Kylie and Travis, because the writer really spilled some tea here. In the article under the photos of Travis and Kylie, they write, "Approach to be as expansive as possible, focusing on chosen and unconventional families as much as on traditional ones. That's when Kylie Jenner, Travis Scott, and their beautiful daughter Stormy Webster came to mind for our cover story. We learned that the elusive and hugely successful Jenner was pregnant with her second child with one of the world's most famous musicians. But we were also reminded that, despite their growing brood, Jenner and Scott are not actually a couple. Here was a real example of a family operating on their own terms." And a lot of people in the comments of the TikTok were split on whether or not this was approved by Kylie and Travis. One person writes, "I've worked in magazines for a decade. Talent does not get to see or approve a profile written about them. That is standard practice." However, another person added a very valid point and said, "This is W Magazine, not some random low-key indie mag. It was definitely approved." Another user commented that a friend of hers had actually worked on this photo shoot and claimed that Kylie and Travis didn't talk to each other the entire time. This TikTok user, who had shared multiple leaked images from the article, also must have been shocked to see Khloe Kardashian in her comment section. In one of the TikToks about the photo shoot, Khloe commented, "Wow, I don't know why this magazine would write this, but they are very much a couple." Although I must say, sending Khloe Kardashian in to clean up relationship rumors is a strange choice by the Kardashian family. To give you some context on the relationship between Kylie and Travis though, the pair started dating back in 2017. Since they started dating, the two of them have managed to keep a pretty low profile before eventually splitting up in October of 2019. But in June of this year, it seems like the pair had rekindled the relationship as they announced that they would be expecting their second child together 3 months later. I'm assuming that the W Magazine article was speaking about the pair having Stormy together, then breaking up, and then coming back together for their second child as the reason why they weren't a couple. Although that's even a bit of a leap because it says that they're not a couple in such a matter-of-fact way that you would think that Kylie just told them that they weren't together during that photo shoot. I'll Ultimately, W Magazine made the decision to not release the article because it would be viewed as insensitive following the tragedy that took place at Astroworld. In all honesty, this was a really smart move because even these leaked images of the photo shoot are causing all kinds of issues. I guarantee you that had they released this article, many would have said that it was to make Travis appear more like a family man to deflect from the tragedy. On top of that, any drama that came from it would have also been viewed in the same light as a distraction from what really matters. The families of the Astroworld victims are still in mourning and need justice. However, in his first legal response, Travis filed for a dismissal of the lawsuits because he doesn't feel that he is to blame for inciting the dangerous crowd surges that caused 10 concert goers to lose their life. One user commented on the TikTok exposing this interview and essentially touched on what I was just saying about them trying to make Travis look more like a family man. In the comments they wrote, "They probably aren't together, but with everything going on with Travis, it probably looks better for him to be a family man." Kylie Jenner is still yet to post on her main Instagram page, but Kylie Cosmetics is back to its regular advertising schedule and fans are not happy about it. In the top comments, people are saying things like, "just no," and "y'all are def deleting comments," with another adding hashtag cancel Kylie Jenner. Although more than just getting back to her posting, Kylie has also started construction on a plot of land that she purchased in May of 2020 for $15 million in cash. The 5-acre vacant lot had remained empty for more than a year because of the pandemic, but photos obtained by the press show that there are now signs of construction starting on the area. So yes, while Travis Scott is in the middle of massive billion-dollar lawsuits, Kylie is back in the Hidden Hills constructing a new home for herself. An aerial photo shows that the slope of the land has now been stabilized with a fence and pillars, plus construction vehicles were parked along the side to prepare for the work ahead in the coming weeks. According to reports, Kylie grabbed the plot of land in an off-market deal, and as per an online brochure, it was advertised as being shovel-ready, which means that the owner could essentially start building their dream home on the land almost immediately. The sale of the land also apparently included plans for an 18,000 square foot home, along with a 12-car garage, guest house, barn, a guard shack for a full-time security detail, pool and sports court, all tucked away behind private gates. The brochure went on to advertise the land and says in the description, "The property also features its own private driveway to the large upper building pad that offers excellent privacy from the neighbors and the street below. With its great size, excellent views, approved building plans, and prime central Hidden Hills location, this truly unique property has it all." And for a while, the land was actually owned by Miley Cyrus, who purchased it in 2015. Although instead of building a home on the land, she just used it to keep her horses in stables. This would be Kylie's 4th home in Los Angeles, which is absolutely insane. She has 3 others right now in LA, including a monster mansion which she dropped $36.5 million on in 2020 as well. Plus there is a smaller $12 million home in the Hidden Hills, and now she co-owns a $13 million investment property in Beverly Hills with Travis Scott. Although all of these land purchases seem to be more for convenience than anything else, this new vacant lot sits really close to Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian's new mega homes. And according to the LA Times, she also dropped $3.25 million a few years back on a piece of land near Palm Springs where her family vacation home is. According to an insider that knew about the construction going on at Kris and Khloe's new mansions, they told The Sun, "Although Khloe and Kris's homes are almost done, they're both acting like housezillas. They want temperature adjusted rooms and a panic room in case of security issues." They then go on to say, "They will have security teams on both property 24/7 to oversee both houses. One would think after dropping that much money on a beautiful house that is meant for a family of 10, Khloe would be satisfied with the results, but she keeps asking for changes." And that security detail is also something that Kylie could be wanting to take advantage of as well, and so she's strategically building a new home nearby. As far as we know, Travis Scott is back in California as well after he was spotted out playing golf with some celebrities, including Kris Jenner's boyfriend Corey Campbell. As of right now, Travis Scott's offer to pay for the funeral expenses of the victims has been rejected by more than half of the families. Many of them are rejecting the offer and continuing to pursue their lawsuits as a better way of getting the justice and answers that they deserve.
Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott are days away from welcoming their second child together, but cheating rumors involving Kylie and Drake might be the end of the couple for good. After the Astroworld tragedy, Kylie and Travis have been doing everything possible to lay low and deal with the thousands of lawsuits that have been put against him. One TikTok user even alleged that she was on the set of a magazine photo shoot involving the couple that was not released to the public due to the scandal. And this TikTok user claimed that Kylie and Travis are actually not together anymore and it's all for show. They said, quote, "Travis and Kylie seemed very comfortable under the sheets, but even though they will soon have 2 children together, they are not a couple and haven't been for 2 years. Adding, quote, "My friend worked this shoot and said that they didn't talk to each other the whole time." After that was exposed, Kylie's sister Khloe came forward and denied these rumors, making it clear that Kylie and Travis are together and trashing media outlets for running with the story. Khloe said, quote, "Wow, I don't know why this magazine would write this, but they are very much a couple." While the couple was trying to combat those rumors, Tristan Thompson's most recent mistress also spoke out against Kylie and Travis's relationship. Marley Nichols, a woman who claims she's the mother of Tristan Thompson's third child following an affair, posted to her Instagram that Kylie and Drake had slept together while Kylie was with Travis. She wrote in an Instagram story, quote, "You know Drake slept with Kylie last year, but you aren't man enough to tell Travis Scott. Well, there it is. Good night, folks. More tomorrow." She added later, quote, "I'm not being quiet anymore. I don't care about a gag order or the Kardashians threatening to sue us for defamation. It's so many twisted, unscrupulous, dark things that the public doesn't know about, but they will soon. Just stay tuned." These rumors were a huge shock to fans who felt that Kylie and Travis were better than ever. But now it seems the rumor that Kylie and Travis are not actually together might be true, and maybe Kylie did not cheat when she slept with Drake. This is not the first time that Kylie and Drake have been rumored to be a couple. Back in 2019, after splitting from Travis, a source revealed that Kylie and Drake were dating. The source said, quote, "Kylie and Drake's friendship did take a romantic turn recently," adding, quote, "At his Halloween party, they were affectionate and clearly they're together. They've been seeing each other romantically. He also showed up to Kendall Jenner's birthday." At that time, the rumor mill swirled for weeks, but nothing was ever confirmed, and then Kylie got back with Travis. Well, Drake moved on to model Iman Haman in February of 2021. So who knows if this allegation will put a strain in Drake and Travis Scott's relationship, because the pair appeared to be friends. Drake even joined Travis on stage at the Astroworld Festival before disaster struck.
Yesterday, Kylie Jenner's black Range Rover was spotted at Timothée Chalamet's home, and it sent the internet into a tailspin. The romance is said to have started after the two of them attended the same fashion show in January. That was when a video was taken of them smiling and laughing together at the show. They also attended the Vanity Fair Oscars party in March, but they were not photographed together. The rumor was originally posted on celebrity gossip website Dumois. This news is now everywhere on social media and everyone's talking about it. One person tweeted, "Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet dating feels the same as when two people from your high school that never interacted start dating like 6 years after graduation." Another person wrote, "The streets are saying Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner are dating. The Jenners are collecting my men like Pokemons, signing off." More than anything else, it seems like people don't understand what they could possibly have in common. The only thing that comes to mind is their fame. Kylie and Timothée both have had a number of high-profile romances over the years, and that's about it. Kylie has been in an off-again, on-again relationship with Travis Scott, and they have 2 kids together, their daughter Stormi and their son Air. They broke up for the second time this past December, just 2 years after they got back together during the pandemic. At the time, a source told Us Weekly, Kylie and Travis are off again, and they were supposed to spend the holidays together, but she ended up going to Aspen for the new year to join her sister Kendall, along with a few close friends like Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber. They've had a rocky relationship for quite some time, but they've since insisted that they will always remain friends and co-parents. For a while, it seemed like Kylie and Travis were going to get back together. He recently left a sweet comment under one of her Instagram photos and called her beautiful. Fans thought this was pretty interesting because Travis rarely comments on her photos. But as far as we know, Kylie Jenner is back to the single life, and it seems like things between her and Timothée are actually happening. For his part, the actor has been linked to a number of celebrities, like Isa Gonzalez, Lily Rose Depp, and Lourdes Leon. His most high-profile relationship was with Lily, who started dating him after they met on the set of The King in 2018. They were together for about a year or so, and for a while it seemed like they were everyone's favorite Gen Z couple. But now that Kylie and Timothée are allegedly together, it's also brought up a lot of comparisons to the rumored relationship between Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny. A source has just confirmed to Entertainment Tonight that the two of them are dating. They said, quote, "They are keeping things casual at this point. It's not serious, but Kylie is enjoying hanging out with Timothée and seeing where it goes. It's been really fun for her because it feels a lot different than her past relationships. It's new and exciting for Kylie, and she's having a lot of fun." Okay, so maybe the attraction here is that she wanted to try something different and date someone who she wouldn't normally go for. That sort of makes sense, but fans are still shocked that they would even consider dating each other. In fact, they've already been voted the most most unexpected couple of 2023. It all started earlier this month when a celebrity gossip account posted anonymous tips saying that they had been an item since around January. When the rumors first came out, they pretty much broke the internet, but it turned out to be true. A few days ago, Kylie's car was spotted in the driveway of Timothy's home in Beverly Hills. The two of them later went for a secret taco date. At that time, they seemed to consistently be hanging out and getting to know each other. Then a source spoke to Us Weekly and revealed the reason that Kylie is so into him. Apparently, she thinks he's a total gentleman and treats her with respect. He's also just a very charming person, makes her laugh, and he's easy to talk to. There is still some confusion about how they met though, because most people wouldn't think that they would be moving in the same social circles. So here is the explanation. Timothy is also friends with Kendall Jenner, and she was his biggest connection to the Kardashians. So while he has never been a documented part of Kylie's friend group, his friendship with Kendall means the two of them have crossed paths multiple times. And at a certain point in time, they probably felt a spark and decided that they wanted to see where things go. So Kylie was introduced to him through her sister, and because the rest of the family was already familiar with him, it made it that much easier for her to integrate him into her life. The question is, if they have been seeing each other since January, then why haven't they addressed the romance publicly or stepped out together in an official capacity? Well, it seemed like Coachella could have been a great opportunity to do that, but we know that Kylie ended up going alone. A source close to the star explained her decision and said that she didn't want to make things public with Timothy just yet. They said that she really wanted to chill and have fun with her friends, so she probably wasn't ready to make this big announcement to the world, especially if things are still not that serious between them. So far, the response to the new couple has been absolutely insane. One person tweeted, "Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet dating feels the same as when two people from your high school that never interacted start dating like 6 years after graduation." Fans have also been comparing this couple to the long-running joke of Tom Holland and Nicki Minaj getting together, which feels like something that would happen in an alternate universe. Others pointed to the unbelievable relationship that's happening between Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny, and they were arguing in the comment section about which couple is more random. There are even rumors that Kris Jenner is trying to hide a massive scandal, so that's why she set up these two PR relationships. If that's true, she's doing a great job because this is all anyone's been talking about for a very long time. But the fact is that Kylie genuinely seems like she's ready to move on from everything that happened between her and Travis Scott. They first started dating in 2017 and they had 2 kids together, although they've since broken up and gotten back together at least a million times. Add that to the cheating rumors that came out in October last year, and it was pretty clear that Travis wasn't treating her right at all. 3 months ago, it was reported that they were on a break, and then there was a possibility of them getting back together, but thankfully that hasn't happened yet. No one knows how long her relationship with Timothy is going to last, but if he treats her better than Travis, I think that's the main thing. Alright, now Travis Scott has just reacted to Kylie Jenner's relationship with Timothée Chalamet, and as you can probably guess, he's not too happy about it. A source spoke to Entertainment Tonight and said Travis is not thrilled about Kylie moving on, but they are still cordial and focused on co-parenting and being the best parents they can be. He really makes Kylie and his family a top priority and is always going above and beyond as a dad. So it sounds like Travis is not too impressed with her new relationship, but instead he's going to try and stay focused on the kids. Fans completely lost it last month when Kylie and Timothy were confirmed to be dating. At the time, a source spoke to ET and insisted that the two of them are together, but they want to keep things private for the time being. They said Kylie and Timothy are casually seeing each other, but are trying to keep it low-key. They are becoming more comfortable with each other. Kylie wants to take things day by day and see where it goes. Her family thinks it's great that she's doing her thing and they are supportive. They went on to say, Timothy loves that Kylie is such a hands-on mom and a boss. He appreciates her confidence and thinks she's incredibly beautiful. Well, neither of them have said anything about their relationship themselves or shared hints on social media, but it's been said that they met through Kylie's older sister Kendall. Last month, both of them were at Coachella, but they still managed to stay under the radar. At the time, it was said that they weren't ready to make things public just yet because Kylie really just wanted to chill and have fun with her friends. But even though they haven't gone public, they have certainly left a lot of clues that they are together. A few weeks ago, Kylie's black Range Rover was spotted in the driveway of his home, and a video was taken of them chatting at a fashion show in January. Even back then, they already seemed to be pretty familiar with each other because they were smiling and laughing together for quite a while. When video of them flirting made its way around social media, it seemed like everyone was surprised that they even knew each other. More than anything else, a lot of people just didn't understand what they could possibly have in common. 2 months later, they attended the Vanity Fair Oscars party, but they weren't photographed together, most likely to avoid any more gossip around their love life. And of course, now everyone's talking about it. One person tweeted, Timothy Timothy dating Kylie feels like two timelines colliding because he reminds me of a Renaissance sculpture and she reminds me of a 2016 duck face. Another person wrote, Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet dating feels the same as when two people from your high school that never interacted start dating like 6 years after graduation. But all jokes aside, there's also another big reason why people are surprised at the new couple. Despite the fact that Timothy has dated a number of high-profile women, questions about his sexuality continue to plague him. This is largely because of his breakout role in Call Me By Your Name, where he played a gay character. His love interest was played by Armie Hammer, who is himself another straight actor. The movie was a critical success and a box office hit, although it did receive a bit of criticism for casting two seemingly straight actors in queer roles. Even though his performance was an absolute knockout, unfortunately, these rumors bled into his love life as well. Timothy dated Lily Rose Depp from 2018 to 2020, but it wasn't all smooth sailing. One particular makeout session was caught by paparazzi in Italy, and people's reaction to it really affected the way he felt about their relationship. Fans made fun of his appearance and wrote horrible things about him, accusing their whole relationship of being a PR stunt. So realistically, Timothy just hasn't been able to catch a break no matter who he's dating. As for Kylie, her love life has been nothing but Travis Scott since they got together in 2017. They have 2 kids together, their daughter Stormy and their son Air. They broke up for the second time this past December, just 2 years after they got back together during the pandemic. At the time, a source told Us Weekly, Kylie and Travis are off again on again. They were supposed to spend the holidays together, but she ended up going to Aspen for the new year to join her sister Kendall, along with a few close friends, like Hailey and Justin Bieber. They've had a rocky relationship for quite some time, but they've since insisted that they will always remain friends and co-parents. For a while, it seemed like they were going to get back together. Travis recently left a sweet comment under one of her Instagram photos and called her beautiful. Fans thought this was pretty interesting given that he rarely comments on her photos, but it was probably just wishful thinking on his part, because right now, things with Timothy are well and truly on.